Yeah, that's right. That's right. Time to wake up. You're filming your first ever epic commercial. How do you feel? Who was excited and couldn't go to sleep last night?
Me?
That's right. Me too. I got 4 hours sleep. Woo! That cold shower sure does work miracles. Don't worry, he's got modafinil, so it's totally fine.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, so we've got some bread here for the birds, and it's the fancy stuff with the cheese, so we're really treating the animals well in the shoot. Everyone's getting high quality stuff.
And I hate pigeons.
Yeah, she doesn't like the pigeons. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like the Piggy!
It's a horrible nightmare.
In my past, I had a lot of opportunities to talk to women, and I was guilty of not doing anything about it for many times.
You know, I was that guy for so many years. I had so much angst and frustration just not being able to talk to women, especially because, you know, I was always a good-looking kid and girls would give me attention, and I was just so terrified and so clueless as to what to do in all those situations.
I was afraid that I would say something stupid, she would not like me if I would actually speak, and whatever else that would come into my mind, and it was so painful. It's like every time that I would not do something, I would think about it for days, and I would always imagine how would my life look like if I would actually speak to her.
So for me, that movie basically sums up my teens and a lot of my 20s too. Yeah, I am the creep, so. How do you feel right now?
I feel awkward, really awkward.
This guy, he looks really creep.
Yeah.
How did you find the actors?
Okay. It was actually a really strange experience because we both thought, me and Sasha, that it's gonna be easy. You call an agency, you say, hello, we are in this city and we are interested to work with your actors, and we are doing, you know, this kind of video, and we would like to see what actors do you have. It sounds pretty simple, right? It shouldn't be. We call there, we say that, and then they say, all right, before we show you the pictures of the actors, you have to come and sign on this form and then this thing, and then explain the whole movie or what it's going to be about and where you're going to broadcast it, and then you're going to pay 2,500 euros permission to use the actors, and then you're going to pay the actors 250 euros a day. And we're like, wow, that sounds way too complicated, and we actually wanted to, you know, be involved in. And we were like, come on, it's got to be a better way.
Isabel, my genius wife, she went on some Actors Academy or some Actors University or some site that listed actors.
And we went through the list of the actors, we took the names, we found them in Facebook. So we were like, oh, I love this guy and I like this girl, she has nice blue eyes. We sent them private messages saying,
yo, what's up, you want to do a movie for some money?
They just came for an audition. This audition went pretty well. Me and Sasha were like, yeah, we like that. And that's it. After that, the whole thing happened. Outside of the system.
We don't really follow the rules, we just do whatever the hell we want to do, and that's how we did it. We're like movie-making gorillas, the same thing as we are in everything that we do.
Hello, I'm Barnabas Dekany. I've just met Sasha and I love him. Basically, the hair of him, it's like for a bird. His hair is like for a bird, but in a good way. And he's like really funny and really open-minded, and I love his videos, and he's really cool.
They just saw one video by me, so that they're basing it on one video.
Yeah, but that was cool.
It was a good video though.
I mean,
what do you
that
think,
was
young
really
lady?
cool.
Yeah, it's really in the morning now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sasha Day Games.
You can do anything,
Yeah,
just not look at the camera.
Yeah, turn around quick. Whee, so fancy.
So we're walking along after filming, and Arthur says,
I said that he looks nice, and I feel better walking around with him when he looks like that.
yeah, so which implies that, you know, he feels uncomfortable with me being myself dressed like I normally do. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks a lot. She loves fashion, she loves me dressing up nice, and I never do. I just wear my crazy shit, red jacket and crazy shoes and yellow jeans and stuff, yeah. So me dressing like a normal person is really rare, so Isabel's super excited.
For the first and last time I will see him in classical. This will never happen again. Oh, no, for the other filming, but other than that, never again.
Yeah. I'm still a Jew though, so I'm gonna keep the tag on so I can get a refund on all this stuff. But it's okay, I'll just tuck it in, so it should be fine.
But this is still here.
Yeah, but you.
Can you put it in the pocket? No.
Yeah, we could rip it off and just.
No, you can't rip it off. If it has to be attached, then you can't rip it off.
Maybe we're gonna get those nice pants for
I'm
you.
gonna keep these pants.
Yes.
They were like 20 euros.
Yes.
Really? When are you gonna wear them?
For other filming, we're gonna do other videos. I need a wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay, good that I have that on camera because when you never wear them, I can show this. I'm gonna wear them. You never wear them. The nice shirt that he has, he's never worn it once. We carried it around for 2 years. He's never worn it once.
Because it doesn't have fitting pants.
It's really easy. All it is they just sewed it. I have a sewing kit. Oh, we could easily sew this back in
I
exactly
thought,
like it
I
was.
thought that you're gonna wear them.
I'm
What are you
gonna keep
talking
them, but
about?
let's say I don't want to, then
Okay,
it'd be easy.
okay.
That's all I'm saying. This is why I got married, because my hair is very long. It takes a lot of maintenance, and frankly, it needs its team, like its own team of like 2 or 3 people. But having a wife is good enough. So that's pretty much. But that's why she doesn't want me to cut my hair, because if I cut it, she knows that's one less reason I need her around. So, you know, it is what it is.
Isabel,
That's true.
don't do him the Sasha Day game thing.
Oh, what are we going to do for this song?
Just release the hair.
You just want it to be
Make
down?
him look like a pimp. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Yeah, no one's gonna recognize me. I don't think even my fans would see you walking down. They'd probably go, "That guy looks like Sasha," kind of.
Yeah. He keeps, being weird, so he's like not really looking and stuff. And this moment you take it out.
Yeah.
I heard the song and I thought this is just the perfect definition of approach anxiety. I had shivers and I had to listen to the whole song, and when I listened to it, this thing just came in my mind. And I wrote immediately Sasha an email saying, listen, I have the whole thing, we have to do it, here's the script.
It was great seeing Arthur in his element, like really, he's just so excited about it.
You just notice that he's wearing this. Even you have a little smile, like, I know something that you don't, this kind of stuff.
He's a very passionate filmmaker. That's really what he does. That's his strength. He makes movies. Seeing him really like super excited, super passionate, like pushing things forward and just being all gung-ho and shit. How does it feel, Arthur? You're working with me and you get to clean the city bus stops for free. How does that? Is this what you thought your life was going to be? That's the question.
See where I ended up?
Yeah, it's really great when you work with somebody who is 100% into what they're doing. They're really, really focused, really, really passionate. When they're just unstoppable. Yeah, that can't be described. And I could just step back and just know that he's doing what he does best, and I could just, just sort of chill and do my little acting bits and help out. But it was really his project, and yeah, he did an awesome job. It was really fun. Always fun working with Arthur. Look at the talent munching away. How are you feeling in the first break?
Really good, warm.
Finally.
You enjoying this
The meat.
so far?
What?
What's more fun, the acting or eating the pasta?
Eating.
What do you have to say?
Eating is much more funnier. No, the shooting is funnier. Yeah.
No comment.
Tell us more. How did you meet your boyfriend? Is he as handsome as this guy?
Just waves.
From December, we are going to rehearse together. He's going to be Romeo and me Juliet.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you didn't know that.
You didn't know that. No. That's so funny.
You both look
Yeah,
old
that's really
for that.
That's funny. What a coincidence.
It's a sign from the universe that these two should be together and
They should
have
be
babies.
together.
If anybody has a question how Romeo and Juliet met, we're gonna be answering this question in this commercial.
In a really awkward way.
So actually, Romeo and Juliet met through Sasha Day game here.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that normally how you treat guys, or is this just for the film?
Of course. I always do this.
If you have to guess right now, how many shots do you think we will have to take for the first scene we're planning right now? Yours as a guess?
23.
23.
So Arthur says, I haven't had seafood in a long time. And then Isabel says,
Apart from the catfish from yesterday.
and the fact that he ate salmon for the last 5 nights before that. And then Arthur says, fish isn't seafood. He actually said that. Just for the record, that's what just happened. And we pissed ourselves, and now everyone knows that Arthur's insane. Good. End of video.
Okay, second day, how do you feel? Well, I dreamed a lot with birds. Oh, really? In my dream there was a black bird with green stripes, and he was my younger brother. Anyway, we talked to each other. I think that's the pigeons. From yesterday.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I'm good. I'm well. Yeah.
Are you excited about what's going to happen next couple of hours?
I don't know. Maybe I'm going to run, but I can't imagine that now. But
Are you exercising? Are you jogging or something?
I usually jogging. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
To fall in love with that girl again, because we meet the second time. She will be jogging. Well, basically I will be more awkward than yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that.
If that's possible.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is possible, I will show you.
My whole job is helping guys who are really, really struggling with this part of their lives. And I think the world would be a much lovelier place if guys were connecting more authentically and genuinely with women. You know, people would be happy, and who goes to war when you've got an amazing woman with you? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So part of it was just to wake people up to the fact that, you know, that there is help for them, and they can do something to change their lives.
Sasha broke the mirror twice. The first time I didn't get the shot right, so we had to do it again. This time it turned out nice, but we took it to visual effects because the way it looks naturally without any effects, it's kind of lame. I really wanted to create impact, so we took it to a very cool visual effects guy, and he made this blast look much better. I spent a few days color correcting. The first time that I spent so many hours color correcting something, but I had such a close connection to this film. I wanted to do it properly, so yeah.
It was the very first real sort of, you know, small movie that I produced. It was a really rewarding experience. It was so much fun, and the actors were really passionate about the project. So yeah, it was a great experience, really awesome.
Come on.